So we were gone for 2 months, and we went to Asia, different parts, and just try to get through as much as we can today about the 2 months. And we thought we should start with why we went, more than just wanting to leave for 2 months. We wanted to see a little bit of what God was doing throughout the world. I had never left. Well, I had been to Europe with some of the teams that I worked with, but that wasn't a real good out of the country. It was a fine out of the country experience, but I didn't really feel like I was out of the country at all. So I had never been. I was in Mexico for 1 day, and that was about the extent of my travels. So I was excited to see kind of what was going on in the rest of the world.
We also wanted to rest. It's been a couple long years for me in terms of work and just pace. And she was in grad school and coming to camp during the summer. So for 4, 5, 6 years, depending how far you go back into college, it's just been a busy schedule. So it just seemed like it was time for a rest. And we got a lot of rest.
So we did that. We also thought it would be good to take a break from camp. Some people thought we might be getting a little too silly. So it was good to get away and see what else is going on and hopefully be a little inspired about some of that from what we saw too. I have also been wanting to see, my brother's been in Indonesia he's going on 4 years, and I've been telling him probably at least once every year that I was planning to come see him, depending how certain things worked out. They always worked out for the way for me not to go, so I was excited to go see him. That's him being a little crazy.
So I've had an interest in India, I don't know, for a while. It's the second most populous country in the world next to China. And if you take all of the ridiculousness of humanity and put it in one place, in a crowded place, I think that's India. There's a lot of cool stuff there, there's a lot of crazy stuff there. So it just seemed like a place that if I'm going to live in this world, I should be aware of, because this is a sixth of the people in the world and how they live. So we'll show you a video in a second that sort of sums up some of the challenges of India.
So we went to India. We also went to Nepal, trekked through the mountains, and that was just, there's some videos of that too. The pictures kind of say it all as far as what that was like. So we went to Nepal, and then went back to India, and then we finally got to go to Indonesia. And we were just on the island of Java. We started in Jakarta, the first green arrow, and kind of traveled through the island and ended up spending 2 weeks on the west side of the island, the east side of the island, with my brother, with he lives in Surabaya, and that's him again.
We finally ended in Hong Kong. We spent 4 times in the Hong Kong airport, which actually, if you want to go on vacation, I would recommend the Hong Kong airport. It's free, you can sleep there. The food's a little expensive, but we spend many hours.
And the flight's not cheap, but otherwise.
Cheeks, how's your flight? How's your trip been so far?
The initial 12-hour flight from New York to this beautiful Hong Kong airport was not too bad. Slept a little, watched a couple movies, talked to my hubby, which is nice. But so far I feel good about Hong Kong. Do you have any comments?
Yeah.
How's your trip going so far?
Pretty good. I was a little disappointed when we got off the plane because I just really wanted to eat. Really hungry. And my wife was all trying to like explore the airport, and she was just like, so we walked all over the airport and I was starving. And I was ready to pass out.
So as you can see, we are going to have a lot to learn on this trip about each other.
Hi.
And India. Day 1 though, good. So we did learn a lot about each other. That if you want to have the newlyweds getting married, I highly suggest 2 months in Asia for your honeymoon to get to know a lot. So it's a good thing. So we definitely, throughout the trip, accomplished that. We did arrive in India soon after that footage was taken, and I don't know if you could tell, but I didn't have a lot of expectations of what it would be like. I didn't really know, but felt like it would be okay. You know, felt like you can handle different things along the way. But this was like far outside of anything that I had ever imagined it would be, and I was like fairly uncomfortable for most of the time that we were there. And a couple times I thought, you know, if I could just leave right now, I would totally be okay with that. Like, it was just wild. And I think it's hard when you're a tourist, and a lot of the places we went, we didn't know anyone. We were just kind of checking out the place, and it was really different than anything I'd ever seen. And so this theme of like how important is comfort and going outside your comfort zone. Why do we hold on so tightly to that? And I was never felt like I was in danger for my life or anything like that, or never felt threatened, but just really scared a lot of the time and not sure of what even. So it was pretty wild. And this is a bunch of clips of kind of our time in India.
This is rated PG-13, and yeah, we're not trying to suggest that India is absolutely ridiculous, but I think as we talk about our comfort levels, which particularly was strong with you, I think this helps sum up some of the reason why it's challenging. Look, they're doing some plumbing. Hello, Cheeks.
Hello, Tuna.
No, thank you.
5 rupees. 1 piece, 5 rupees.
No, thank you.
Questo vendió. Ecco, è questo.
Oh, Nana, I use a winning for it.
Hello, Cheeks.
Hello, Tuna. Here we are in Varanasi, Ganges River. There's more than just cows now. We also have buffalo everywhere. It's great. Still really dirty. Poo everywhere. Still lots of children.
Kids everywhere.
Raping us, trying to steal our rupees.
Sure.
Let's see. I'm really tired. So that gives you a little bit of an idea of, it seems a little bit extreme, but that was really what we saw, like, all the time, just walking around. And imagine, we got into India, our flight came in at 3 o'clock in the morning, so imagine seeing all that in the dark. You know, I'm ready to see the country, really tired after flying for 2 days, and as we start driving to our hotel with this man that we're hoping will get us to where we told him we wanted to go, doesn't speak very good English, and as we drive further and further into the city, there's just more and more homeless people and more cows and more trash, and it was just really wild. And then he stopped at an alley outside of our hotel and was asking for a driver tip, and I was like, oh my gosh, we're never going to get to where we need to go. And it was a pretty wild first night, but definitely, and then seeing things like that along the way, just really this desire for comfort and meeting people just continually came out to me, and I'm still trying to figure out what, you know, what that was all about. So hopefully that will come out at some point. But so anyways, we had a first night a little bit like I described, and my brother knew a guy, Amos and Rowena from Lancaster, Pennsylvania, Mennonites from Lancaster that were serving in India. So the next day I immediately made a $30 phone call to get a hold of them and because I was not sure how I was going to handle all this. So
The phone, you can call anywhere. You can call internationally for like 5 cents. You can call inside of India for $1 cent a minute.
But we didn't know this at the time.